And welcome back to all of you joining us for this one. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing off the play fake here. He's got him, that's Addison. And they had that one contained right at the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Josh Sweat making the stop.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your elements.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Sends him right up the middle, and he blocked it. He's going to be touchdown as that return comes to an end.
You could see the vulnerability right up the middle from the jump, and that's exactly where the special teams attacked. Pressure got through, had a straight shot right at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles ballooning the first half lead even further. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. He's throwing for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. Begins his return at the 16. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Wide open, downfield. Got it! It's a Philadelphia touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Now the Eagles will attempt another 2-point conversion. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got? Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
We're all here for this journey.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Darnold. Escapes, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And the Eagles get to it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
The Vikings now set to take the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. From the 28. Caught quickly on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Jones reels it in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zach Bond with the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back.
Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field to play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the 2nd half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. Now he'll heave this one deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. And that's Cott's great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Powell now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Darnold looking to throw. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Philadelphia's offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. He's on the move. And after all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind the line of scrimmage. Not even a throwaway. That's going to count as a sack. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Flip to the kicker. Oh, he's running. And the defense all over the fake. They stopped that one well short of the goal line.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch them off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Powell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Darnold. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Jones trying the left side. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. A couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd. To throw, here's Darnold. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Darius Slay has it. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. The Eagles lined up here, they're trying for 2 once again. Now Hurts. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got? Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Darnold now to throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound. But not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was 3rd and extra long, and now it's 4th and forever.
He has it at the 22. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The return game a weapon here as he picks up 27. And the Eagles... On 1st down, Hurts. Ooh, defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing here, Hurts. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Well, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago. But some people,
you sure?
They're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go. And apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best, and this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this, you run it up on an opponent, you better watch your back down the road.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Hockenson reels it in. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Hurts running the offense at max speed here.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 14. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Jones once more. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. Slot man motioned over. They'll run here with Joe. Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. He gets 2 there, and it sets up 2nd and goal from the 5. This time it's a passing play. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Covey now to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagle. They've got 1st down from the 31. Hurts. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. Hurts running the offense at max speed here.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Has a hole left, room to run. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he isn't going to reach the end zone, but hey, if that's the only thing that goes wrong, this game has been A-okay. The two-point try fails. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing here, Darnold. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Here's Darnold to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Dropping back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Setting up a throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some... playing today have baseball in their background because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. They flip it to the kicker. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 41. Pass play coming here. Wow, it's free again! But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Wow, it's free again! But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Rolling left, buying some time. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. So out now comes the punter. And he's been one of the players of this game. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Vacates quickly left side. Catch is made down the right sideline. Still fighting forward. Devontae Smith. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And he isn't going to reach the end zone, but hey, if that's the only thing that goes wrong, this game has been A-okay. The 2-point try fails.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
So beneath a chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came in wins on the way to victory. The point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.